Mama June's husband Justin Stroud has become a powerful symbol of how drastically a person's life can transform when they finally decide that the past no longer controls the future, and this transformation has not come easily. Because when Justin looks back at the person he used to be, the struggles he survived still feel almost unreal, as if those memories belonged to someone else entirely. And yet those dark years shaped him into the man who fans now admire as he stands beside Mama June, building a life that is healthier, happier, and filled with gratitude, instead of chaos and guilt and self-destruction. And whenever Justin talks about his past, he does not sugarcoat anything. He describes his former life as a place where addiction ruled his decisions and hopelessness seemed like the only future ahead of him. And now, as a husband and father figure and someone who has a platform to inspire others, he understands that his story has value, because it shows that no one is too broken to be repaired, and no situation is too impossible to overcome. And that message is what he was trying to share when he recently opened up about how he made his life better. Because 2 years ago he had absolutely nothing, not even a direction. His future was uncertain. He was battling addiction, he had financial issues, he had been in jail, and he felt like he was failing everyone, including himself. But something inside him changed, and he gave himself permission to try again, to start from the rock bottom where he stood and build a new life brick by brick, decision by decision, day by day. And that shift did not require lucky chances or special treatment. It required accountability, self-respect, and a belief that he deserved better even if no one else believed it yet. And now when fans see Justin standing confidently by Mama June's side, they may not realize the depth of the journey that brought him here, but he is not afraid to talk about it, because his message is meant for every person still trapped in a cycle of addiction, every person convinced that they have gone too far to ever come back, every person who feels like giving up, because Justin himself felt that same fear, that same shame, and that same lack of hope. And then he chose to change the story, and today he is living proof that transformation is possible even for the most lost and broken souls. And one of the reasons fans appreciate him is because he never pretends to be perfect. He owns every mistake and says very clearly that who he is now is not who he used to be, because there was a time he called himself a piece of S*T and truly believed it, but now he wakes up every day proud of the man he has become, emotionally stable, supportive, loving, and determined to use his platform to lift others. And that is why his video message to fans resonated so deeply, because he was not bragging about his success, he was showing what is possible when someone is determined to rewrite their future. And what really touched fans was hearing him say that all the blessings in his life today only came after he decided to change within himself. And among those blessings he mentioned the most meaningful one's a loving wife who stands by him, a partner who trusts him with her heart and her family, a best friend who understands the pain he fought through, because she too has had her own battles with addiction and recovery, a safe home that gives them stability, a vehicle that helps him work, run businesses, and build a future. And all of these things once felt out of reach, but now they are everyday reminders of the miracle that happens when someone refuses to give up. And fans also admire how Justin stepped into the role of helping raise Mama June's granddaughter, supporting the family, protecting them in ways he was never able to even imagine before. And people noticed that during Mama June's difficult recovery phases, Justin was always right there, holding her up emotionally, reminding her that she was not fighting alone. And the trust between them became something important for viewers who have watched June go through so many complicated relationships over the years. And for Justin, it is not just love, it is redemption, because caring for others gives him purpose and proves that he is no longer controlled by the selfishness that addiction once forced on him. And even though some fans have mocked him online, especially when he posted a picture wearing a necklace with KING written across a thick bold chain, they questioned how he could afford flashy jewelry when the couple has openly talked about financial struggles. And others laughed, claiming it was cheap and that he should not call himself a king if he cannot even afford expensive accessories. Justin does not let that negativity weaken his self-worth because he knows that being a king has nothing to do with expensive diamonds or fancy chains. Being a king is about rising after falling, leading with love, protecting the people you care about, and proving every day that you refuse to become the worst version of yourself again. And that is what Justin has done. So when he speaks about giving blessings in order to receive blessings, he truly believes that even the smallest act of kindness can transform someone's day, or even their life, because he himself has been saved by others who offered a prayer, a kind word, a helping hand, or simply treated him like a human being when he felt less than that. And that is why he now challenges others to spread that same energy, because you never know which small act might be the spark that wakes someone up from their own darkness and pushes them to choose a better path, just like he did. And this mindset is something fans admire about Justin. He does not pretend that recovery is easy. He does not claim that success came overnight, and he does not hide the fact that temptation and fear sometimes try to creep back into his mind. But what matters is that he keeps fighting, keeps building, keeps believing that life can always improve as long as you keep showing up and trying. And that belief is contagious, which is why the comments under his video were full of people thanking him for being open and honest, thanking him for reminding them that they can fight too, that they can recover too, that they can rebuild too. And some fans even shared their own addiction journeys, expressing that seeing Justin succeed gave them hope when they had none. And Justin appreciates every single message because it reminds him why he continues to share his story and why turning his life around was not just for him but for the people who needed to witness someone climb out of a pit similar to theirs and show that it can be done. And if his life is now blessed, it is because he gave himself permission to heal and to dream again. So now he wants others to give themselves that same chance. And in the midst of all that emotional depth and motivation, people cannot ignore the beautiful relationship he has formed with Mama June, because she too has gone through heartbreak, arrest, scandals and addiction. And after everything she endured, many fans believed she would never find genuine support again. But then Justin arrived and stayed and fought alongside her, and the love they share feels like a second chance life handed them, and they are determined not to waste it. And this positive relationship has helped June stay stable after rehab, something she struggled with before she met Justin. And although critics try to attack every little thing, including something as small as a necklace, Justin has developed thick skin, because once you survive